Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I'm currently relaxing at home and trying to get a bit more rest before a crazy week ahead, as always. I am employed at two schools in Germany, so I work in the state system and I teach English to the fifth graders at one of those said schools. So the fifth graders, the sixth graders, up until the 10th grade, they're all quite energetic, let's say, and the fifth graders are specifically extremely undisciplined and hard to control. So I won't get into the reasons as to why they're so undisciplined because there's a perfectly solid explanation behind that. But at school, I'm supposed to go through quite a lot of topics so that I cover what is needed to be covered until the end of this school year. And in order to do that, I have to have some sort of cooperation. I have to have cooperation from the kids and, of course, quiet and a peaceful atmosphere in the classroom. In order to achieve that, I have to be quite harsh. So I am not a fan of raising my voice or being loud or becoming some sort of a scarecrow in the classroom, although many people here seem to think that that works. It doesn't. The worst kind of reaction is the one based on fear. So I try to communicate with them. I try to explain to them why they should be quiet and why do they need to learn English. Nevertheless, sometimes I am forced to become a little bit, let's say, more stricter than I would enjoy. But I've also given it a lot of thought. And because I studied methodics, didactics, and pedagogic, I decided to try and apply a positive reinforcement. So what do I mean by that? I mean that instead of criticizing them all the time, which we seem to do as teachers, I decided to surprise them and offer them a little bit of a positive push. So I gave them a task as I was in the classroom. And I told them that this task would be graded, so they should try and solve it correctly and carefully. And as they were quite focused into doing this task, I took out a Post-it, a batch of Post-its, the sticky notes. And I decided to go to each of my students as they were working and write on the Post-its in English or German little praises, if you will, something like a sentence that would make them smile or feel appreciated and seen. And for example, what I have done was to write, "Thank you for having done the homework. Thank you for being so active. Thank you for your ability to speak English. Thank you for wanting to learn English. Thank you that you are always quiet. Thank you that you don't disturb my lesson." So I wish I could have recorded the smile on their faces the moment that they realized what I had written for them, and also when they realized that each message was personalized. So no two pupils got the same Post-it from me. And they were very proud, and some of them saved it into their notebooks. Others said that they would show their parents, and others just simply glued the Post-it onto their jacket or onto their sweatshirt or whatever they were wearing that day. And it also gave me an inner smile, very, very big, knowing that I did something right. And I would like to share this method with everybody who confronts or who is confronted with different, let's say, challenging cases in the classroom. We mustn't forget to praise, even though they were naughty just 5 minutes ago. It doesn't matter. We are not there. We're not the police. We're not there to play the police or yet another authoritarian figure in their life. We're supposed to bring them joy. They're supposed to come to school and enjoy being there, besides the breaks and the fact that they meet their friends and they do PE and sports and whatever. We're supposed to also instigate some sort of passion or interest in learning, and we're not going to do that by yelling at them. I promise you, this does not work, has never worked, and will never work. So fingers crossed it can help you.